All right. We are live. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, Leap Day, February 29th. I've got something really, really special, really exciting to talk about. Something that I struggled with for a long time in being a hypnotherapist and a coach, which is that I'm an introvert. And when I talk to hypnotherapists and coaches who are struggling out there, and I ask people, hey, why aren't you putting yourself out there? Hey, why don't you have more clients? This is one of the big things that I hear is I just have a hard time, quote, putting myself out there. I like to be more private. I don't like to be doing lives on Facebook and putting my life out there and taking pictures in front of fountains and all this other stuff that we see all the extroverts do in order to be successful at coaching. And coaching, NLP, hypnotherapy, these fields are kind of dominated by extroverts, or at least it feels like it, right? Because those are the people who we see posting all the time. But in actuality, and I think we train more people than anybody else in the field, I think that the fields are actually dominated by introverts. I think we're predominantly introverts in these fields. But it just doesn't seem like it because we don't see those kind of posts, right? Very often we see the posts from the extroverts, the people who love to be out there, and even when introverts post, like for example, I'm doing a live right now, we just assume that that person's an extrovert because they're doing the kind of things that are, maybe uncomfortable. I hate that StreamYard never shows me who is commenting. So it just says Facebook user. They said, I've been an introvert all my life and I'm so anxious for this. I love it. Couldn't even look people in the eyes for years until I found hypnosis and NLP. Yeah, that was me. That was me. I couldn't make eye contact. I actually mentioned on a video, I'm doing a new training in a couple of weeks called U 2.0, how to use NLP to get to your next level. And one of the things I talked, hey Vito, one of the things I talked about on there was that, I was one of those kids that probably other people looked at and said, this kid's going to go into a mall or a movie theater and do something horrible. I couldn't make eye contact. I walked around with my eyes on the ground all the time. I had headphones on. I was super antisocial. Yeah, it took me a long time to overcome that stuff, and mostly using hypnosis and NLP. So I am doing a training, which is called How to Survive, not How to Survive, How to Succeed as an Introvert Coach. And this, for a long time when I first got into these fields, I pretended to be an extrovert. I thought that's what I had to do. I figured that was the only way to succeed, was just to pretend to be extroverted. And then I learned over time as I gained more confidence in the field and became a bit more comfortable in my own skin. I learned over time that we don't have to do any of that stuff. You'll never see me posting a picture in front of a fountain to sell coaching, renting a Lambo, doing a ride share on a private jet to make it look like, hell, if I fly private, you'd probably never know about it. Right? That's just not the way I am. I don't like to be flashy like that. I don't talk about how much money I make. I don't put out there those kinds of things. On rare occasions, I will when I feel like I need to inspire somebody with something. But yeah, I would be embarrassed to do something like that too. So we're doing a training. I'm doing a training. It is tonight at 5:00 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. If you are in one of the middle time zones or outside of that, you could probably do a conversion. But it is called How to Succeed as an Introvert Coach. And I'm going to share with you several techniques, several strategies, and several tips about how I have become not only very comfortable, but very successful in the coaching fields. I am very, very easily in the top 1% of all coaches with what we do. And coaching isn't even our main business. And again, you don't see me posting, everything that I do in my life out on the interwebs in order to get people in. I'm very private in my life and very introverted. High introvert, actually. I'm almost as high as you can score on the introvert scale. Although I was talking to somebody at a party a few weeks ago, and he literally stopped mid-sentence and said, I don't have enough energy to finish this sentence. So I don't think I'm that high of an introvert, but I'm pretty high up there. So you can get into the training. It's 100% free and packed with value. You can get into it by going to www.theintrovertedge.com. Make sure that you remember to put the at the beginning, because without it, that is somebody else's website, and you won't get a free training from them. I'll put it in the comments here. So it's www.theintrovertedge.com, And again, we're doing this tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you can't make it tonight, I mean, I would suggest coming tonight. But if you can't make it tonight, then I'm going to do 2 live encores. Okay, there will be no replays. Uh, every time I say this, there are some people that, oh no, he's going to do a replay. I don't do replays. It's I'm actually against doing replays. I think replays are for lazy, uncommitted people. Replays are for the people who say they're going to show up on a day and then they don't show up and they're like, "Hey, can I get the replay?" And I'm like, "No." I showed up to do it for you live and you didn't even give me the courtesy after committing to showing up. No, I'm not going to reward you for that. So I don't do replays, kind of just as a matter of principle. Some marketers tell me that I'm leaving money on the table by doing that, but I don't care. So there are no replays, only live trainings. I like the live interaction. I think it's so much better. So I do 3 different days to make sure that you have a time and a date that works for you. And some people go, but Michael, none of those times and dates work for me. And I go, well, then change your schedule, postpone something. Right? You can always change something. If you have 3 different options to choose from, you can always make an adjustment. So the live encores are Saturday at 1 p.m. or Sunday at 9 a.m. So we got an early morning one for you early risers, and especially for the East Coasters. They're always like, hey, why do you do it so late? It's hard for the East Coasters, right? Because if we do it at 5 o'clock East Coast, then, half the country is still at work. So that's why I do a morning one on Sunday, if that's more comfortable for you. Again, you can get in by going to www.theintrovertedge.com. You can opt in there, and then I will send you a reminder. And if you'd like a text message that it's happening. One thing I will ask you, please, 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 when you go to this website and you register, please only register if you're committed to attending. I don't know what the issue is with commitment these days. But we put on a live event last year. We had almost 100 people register and less than 30 showed up. That was we spent money on hotel rooms. We paid for manuals. I don't know what the deal is these days, but please only take a spot if you're actually going to show up. And if you're not going to show up, then how about commit and show up anyway? Because not showing up won't get you the results you want in life. You can really only get the results you want in life if you show up. So commit to coming, be there. Yes, I definitely feel it if you register and you don't show. And yes, I look over the list and I see every person who doesn't show. And then I get a little tier that forms. I'm a quarter Cherokee, so I get that little Cherokee tier, like the old guy in the commercial. And then I feel really sad that you slighted me. So make sure that if you're going to come, that when you commit, that you come. It says here approximately 3 hours. We won't take 3 hours. It's about 2 hours. I need to change that on the website. It's about a 2-hour training. But yeah, make sure that you commit, make sure you show up, and I will be here kicking ass. I'm finally getting over my cold. So I'm confident my voice will hold up through the whole thing. And let's see, Facebook user. And I don't know if that's still Vito, but I'm so excited to be part of this. I'm finally comfortable in my own skin, but that doesn't mean I'm outgoing. I need this, and it'll be pretty cool because this will be my second time seeing you on Zoom, not just in a year, but within a few months. Awesome. I love it. I released my illness and my limiting decision I can think of, but I wanted to tell you that releasing my illness because I really realized I was a cause for it after what you said to me at the New Year's get together, and it changed my life. That is awesome. I absolutely love that. I tell people all the time, there are people out there who teach that, negative emotions could possibly be the cause of disease and things like that. And a lot of times people's instant response to that is, what, are you telling me I'm at cause for my illness? And I got to tell you, like, the best news that I could possibly ever hear in the world is that I'm 100% at cause for my health. I don't see how that's a bad thing. I wanted you to know that his Vito actually making all these comments. Yeah, great. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope you get to see you tonight or Saturday or Sunday. Again, here is the link. If you want to come and join, it's 100% free. Only thing you have to invest is some time. And last time I did this, I asked people at the end to rate the training on a scale of 0 stars to 5 stars. And people were giving me 6 stars, 8 stars, 10 stars, 11 stars. Somebody gave me 1,000 stars. So it is full of value. As you know, I don't do any kind of a training without putting a ton of value in it. So I think you're going to get a huge amount out of this. I'm going to give actual strategies, actual tools and techniques. All you got to do is go to this page, theintrovertedge.com. It'll forward you over to our website. And you can read about what I'm going to talk about on the training. I'll go over these right now. You're going to learn why being an introvert's not a disadvantage, as many people think it is. I have what a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists would like to label as ADHD. And when I was a kid, they used to try to tell me I was broken, that I wasn't a good kid because I wouldn't sit still and listen and regurgitate things that were told to me. I learned through releasing a lot of limiting beliefs and finally, becoming comfortable with myself. I learned that ADHD is a superpower. I'm sorry if you're not an ADHD person. I would never, ever, ever want to think like a normie. Um, and how would I know that? Because one time I had a psychiatrist convince me to try Adderall. I took one Adderall pill. It was the worst 4 hours of my life. I love the constant brainstorm that's going on in my head, but I've learned how to harness it, and that's why it's a superpower. Same thing is true with introversion. We introverts are told, or at least implied, that we're broken. There's something wrong with us. Because we're not outgoing, because we don't talk enough, because we don't connect with enough people. All these things. That's absolutely not true, right? I think that being an introvert is a superpower, not a disadvantage. You're going to learn how to create instant bonds with people. This is one of the things that introverts have such a hard time doing, is connecting with other people. I'm going to teach you how to tear down the wall and create real authentic connections with people, not superficial connections. You're going to learn how to always know what to say, whether you're at a party, a networking event, a seminar, even up, on the street, just randomly talking to people. You're going to know what to say every single time, so that you never have another moment of the dreaded awkward silence. When I was I'm an introvert, but I used to also be incredibly shy. Those two things are not equivalent, by the way, right? Shyness is not introversion, and introversion is not shyness. But I used to be incredibly introverted and incredibly shy. And one of the things that really kept me from going out and talking to people was that fear of, what if I don't know what to say? And I'll tell you, it's still, to this day, even with my level of confidence now, it's still really awkward if you don't know what to say. But I'm going to teach you how to know what to say every single time. There's a really wonderful strategy for that. I'm also going to teach you how being an introvert actually benefits you and your clients, how to preserve your energy as a healer, because we introverts, we are extremely susceptible to other people draining our energy. Is one of the things I want to talk about on the training. Is I'm actually going to teach you what introversion means and what extroversion means. It's all about energy. We are very susceptible to people draining our energy. And so we have to protect our energy as healers, more so than extroverts. I'm going to teach you how to promote yourself without being fake or phony, while also protecting your privacy. And I'm going to teach you how introverts actually tend to be better at sales than extroverts. Everyone thinks that if you have a sales job, hire an extrovert. Or if you are the sales job because you own your own company and you're a solopreneur, that you can't be good at sales because you're an introvert. That is BS. That stands for belief system. It is not true, right? Introverts, I think, actually make better salespeople than extroverts when done correctly and when not trying to be phony and act like an extrovert. So these are all the things I'm going to share with you on the training. Again, the training is tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific. Did I say 5 p.m. Pacific? It's 6 p.m. Pacific, and I've been saying that wrong the whole time. Hey, Craig. Boy, I better check this now. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. I'm going to hang on. I'm going to make sure and double check what time I have this scheduled for while I'm on with you, so that I am certain that I am correct. Let me go check my reminder emails and make sure what time we've got this scheduled for. It's actually 6 p.m. Yes, I said 5 p.m. because I mixed it up with another meeting I had yesterday that was at 5 p.m. So fixing what I said earlier, and I'm going to fix my banner now because the banner is wrong. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific. 6 p.m. Pacific. Let me say that again. 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm fixing this banner right now. And it's about 2 hours. The website says 3 hours, but it's actually about 2 hours. So I will fix that on the website. So today at 6 p.m., which is actually 9 p.m. Let me fix the Eastern time now. 9 p.m. Eastern. This is why, I don't speak calendar. This is why Kayla does all the calendar stuff. Because I messed it up. All right, there we go. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's about a 2-hour training. And again, if you're on the East Coast and that's too late for you, totally get it. I'm doing live encores on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, which is 4 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific, which is noon Eastern. And those are both live. I will not be doing any replays. I do not reward people for committing to showing up to one of my trainings and then not showing up. As a matter of principle, I don't do replays. So I am doing 3 lives, the first one and 2 encores, but I won't be doing any replays. So make sure that you commit to one of these 3 dates, and hopefully I will see you there. Hakalau, hey, we got 14 people on. Look at that. Awesome. Be there 9 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern. Craig, I didn't see what you said. It just says Craig. But hopefully we'll see you there because I haven't seen you in a while. All right, everybody. Hakalau. I will talk to you soon. Bye.